Cheer. You already know it's your boy Joe back at it again, codingphase.com. Your boy's back and I done did it again one more time. Listen, guys, we got a jam-packed live stream. Hopefully, you guys stick around. We'll try to do it 30-minute, 40-minute long, right? Respect your time, right? But yeah, man, we're gonna be looking for some entry-level job opportunities that's out here. We're gonna look at what got listed. Today is Monday. This is the perfect time to start looking for a job. It's very cool right now. Everything that's happening in the industry, you guys need to start paying attention. And if you are applying to jobs, this is the time that you gotta go hard. Start applying to every single job, especially the ones that we list here and we show you on entry-level-jobs.ai. Guys, I could tell you right now, the market is hot, right? Don't let nobody tell you, hey man, it's not. Listen, the people that can't get no interviews, there's a reason for it. You don't have to write projects. You don't have to write portfolio. You don't have any type of experience or anything that you could show them that basically calls for you to actually even get an interview. I can tell you guys right now that, all right? We've been applying to a bunch of jobs. I got a bunch of interviews lined up, which is funny is your boy's back, man. Your boy's back. We're about to start doing the web developer lunch breaks like, 2017 where, I will go into work, boom, do all this stuff. Most likely, I'm probably going to be working from home. So my web developer lunch break is going to be at 12 p.m. Eastern time. And I just come out and talk to you guys and be like, hey, guys, we're on a lunch break from home. OK, so it's been pretty cool. OK, I'm excited. I'm excited for everything that's happening right now. There's a lot of cool things currently right now, even as we talking. One of the reasons why we're doing this live stream a little bit short, 30, 40 minutes. You know how I do it. I do an hour, 2 hours sometimes. But yeah, man, we got a lot of things lined up, right? Right now, this house is about to close. We're out of here. That's it. We're out of here. New place, new location, new spot, new office space. Yeah, we doing it like that. We getting out of here, bro. So I'm excited. 2026 is looking already lovely. It's looking like we're about to make some really good moves. And like I said, even I myself, I'm applying to a lot of roles that's out here. A lot of major companies is calling me up. We're doing the interview process. I'm on the third interview on one company. I'm not going to say the names yet. Once we go in and we solidify everything, I'll let you guys know. Yeah, your boy is at xyz.com. And you get what I'm saying? Again, it's a lot of different moves that I'm doing this year. And now you might be asking, why the hell is Joe getting a job right now? Like the instructor's back working. There's specific moves that I'm doing, career moves that I'm doing for myself. I told you guys 2026 is going to be a different game. I gave you guys 8 years. Okay, I gave you guys 8 years. I put my time, my career, my businesses, everything. I put it to the side to put basically full-time work into Coding Phase and into you guys. Okay, but 2026 is going to be a little bit different. This is why I want to tell you guys, please do not miss out. Right now, we still have the 50% off on codingphase.com. What does that mean? Those diamond members, anybody who's a diamond member, a current diamond member, your grandfather in. The same work that I promised that I was going to do for you, I'm going to do for you, right? You're going to have all the courses. You're going to have access to entry-level-jobs.ai. You're going to have me every Monday, group coaching on the accountability meeting. Shout out to all of you guys that's popping up tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern time, okay? I'm going to go over and literally, hold your hand through this whole process. Now, whoever didn't sign up in 2025 and before, it's a wrap. I'm not doing that for people. I'm not doing that for anybody that comes in to signs up to Coding Phase. You're going to get access to the courses. If you decide, hey, man, I'm just going to wait until next year. Next year, there is no more Joe for you, right? There is no more me hands-on with everybody. I'm not doing that no more. I'm only doing it for the students who are signed up now. You get what I'm saying? So, and anybody who's still a member of the Diamond membership. After that, I'm not doing it. I'm focusing a lot of my time on my businesses and on my career. You get what I'm saying? So please sign up now. Don't miss out on this because Trust me, no one else provides what I provide. What I've been providing for the last 8 years. Shout out to Henry Garrido. He could tell you, hey man, we really help people out. We really go in, teach you all the skills. We really go in and hold your hand through this whole process. Please don't miss out on this opportunity, because when you come back next year and you say, well, maybe I'll try Coding Phase now, it's not going to be the same price. I'm not doing it for what we charging right now, $182 for the whole year. That's not going to happen. It's going to be $2,000, and I'm only taking 100 students per year. That's it. You get what I'm saying? So again, at that point, a lot of you guys is going to be left out, is going to miss out on a huge opportunity where you could have basically gotten a great service for 1/10 of the price. You get what I'm saying? You're not going to get that anywhere, because most people and most, instructors and YouTubers, and they don't really care about you. They don't really put in the time for you. They just go in, create a little simple course and say, good luck. I don't do that. I go in, help people out, look for jobs for them, actually do coaching, look at the portfolio, look at the projects, answer emails. You're not going to get that at that price. I swear to you, what we've done has been amazing, because no one else would do that. You get what I'm saying? But nowadays, I got to go in and focus on my career, and I'm excited because it's like, now we're planning our next 5 years. What my next 5 years, my next 10 years look like. The last almost 10 years, we gave it all to Coding Phase. We helped a lot of people. We got a lot of people in the game. We changed a lot of lives, and it's been great. We've helped thousands, not just a few people that you might see on the, Hall of Fame. That's just like less than 1% of the people that have actually sent a testimonial. Like, this is when you go in, there's boot camps that don't even have this many people on their platforms that they could say, well, we helped them get a job. This is just, you could go on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? And this is less than 1% of the people that we've been able to help. Okay. So please take advantage. I'm telling you guys from the bottom of my heart, I don't want nobody to get left behind. Okay. I'm being honest. All right. I want to help as many people as I can before I really, really get busy, and, I might not have the time that I have for, the thousands of people that we've been able to help. Now it's going to be limited to 100, 200 students per year. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, you know what I'm saying? I could only help the people that's already in the platform, and then 100, 200 students a year. That's it. You get what I'm saying? We're not going to go in and have thousands of students, right? So please, please don't get left behind. So yeah, man, we're about to start looking for entry-level jobs right now. Shout out to Henry Codes, Set to Eli, KL, Stanislav. Shout out to Stanislav, Lil Mama, Cesar Jaramillo. I made $260 in the simulator today. Hey, congrats, bro. We're gonna still drop that trading course. It's just right now I'm so focused on the profitable developer and the new HTML email developer course that I'm leaving that to like probably next month. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I gotta see enough interest that I could say, okay, people are more interested in the stock course than the email course, right? A lot of people they might not think like learning how to trade, learn how to use this platforms, it might be a good thing for them, but you get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm putting it not on the back burner, but I'm just putting it on the side. I'm putting it on the side. But yeah, man, give me 1 second. I'm setting up my windows. Shout out to every single one of you guys that's in here. I really appreciate it. I love it that you guys still come to here and still show me love and still come into the platform. I really appreciate that, guys. I really do. Okay? Understand that, you guys are the reason why I've been doing this for so many years. You guys are the reason why I continue to come back to the platform. So at the end of the day, thank you for that. Thank you for coming into the lives and giving a like. It's just the little things. You'll be surprised, when you do this thing, right? You'll be surprised how just the little things just, bring joy and give you energy to continue working hard. Okay, so thank you for that. Anthony Webb. Deborah, hey Joe, wants to know, should I start on the current email developer course or wait until the new one drops? I would say you could start the current one that we have, because everything that we cover in the current one is exactly what we cover in the newer one. As far as like the beginning, like learning how to work with tables, how to start building the basics of the HTML table. So if you start with that, you're gonna pretty much be able to skip when the new course drops this month. You're gonna be able to go in and skip at least 20-30% of it, which is going to be like, okay, I already know how to work with tables. I already know how to set up, my developer environment, setting up all these things. And then from there, what we're going to jump into is how to create a future-proof email using the new techniques and the new things that have been going on with email development. Also, too, we're going to jump into AI at the end. All of the courses on codingphase.com, right? We're going into the stage of AI developers, right? Agentic developers. You have to learn how to do it manually and then how to speed up the process using AI. I'm going to show you guys all of those things. Every single course on codingphase.com is having new updates where we're going in. Not only you learn the manual way of doing it in a sense, but then from there you go into learning how to actually do it with AI. This way, you're ready, because at the end of the day, all of these companies are asking for people who know how to use AI and use all of these platforms like Cursor, Lovable. We're going to go into all of that inside of codingphase.com. 2026 is really about, AI and agentic coding. Okay. So again, if you are a Diamond member, guess what? You get all of this for free. You get all of this for free. You pay your monthly subscription, your yearly subscription, and you don't gotta pay for individual courses. You get access to all of that and all of the updates that's coming into the platform. Okay, 2026 is looking beautiful. Again, guys, continue to support what we do here. We help a lot of people, and we could help you if you've been wanting to get into the game. So again, I'm just going through the chat real quick before we jump into the jobs. Okay, congratulations, fam. What's going on? Steve Wixon says, hello, Joe. Have a great day. Thank you for that, right? It's always good when people wish nothing but good things. Congrats, my guy. Where you resting your head at? It's a little secret for now. It's a little secret for now. But it's a nice little spot. You know what I mean? And it's just going to allow me to have flexibility where I could go in and start traveling more. There's a lot of stuff going on. Okay. Once everything is set, okay. No comment. Let me see. Let's take the React.js course. Yes, the React.js course is going to teach you the foundation of React and how to work with components and how to go in and work with APIs using React. Okay. Family bouncing from Florida. Yes and no. The kids still go to school here. So, we still got to figure something out with that. But this location, this property, we out of here. That's it. No more headaches. No more me handling everything. All the stuff, just it clouds my mind. I can't focus on what I need to focus on. So we getting the hell out of here. Right. So we could start fresh. And, hurricane season is coming around. So guess what? Guess who's not going to be here for hurricane season? It's your boy. You know what I mean? Every year it's crazy. Every year is some shit on a hurricane. I'm not dealing with it this year. Let somebody else deal with it. You know what I mean? Let me see. When is the 50% off? Yes, it's still 50% off. Guys, it's the end of the summer. Summer sale, end of summer sale is right now, happening right now. If you like to save money, if right now you're like tight on money and you're like, man, I want to do something for myself, do it when it's 50% off. Don't wait until, you know what I'm saying, it's gone. It's literally 50% off right now. So, I mean, I don't know. I see as some people are signing up, some people are not signing up. I'm like, To me, it makes no difference. You get what I'm saying? To me, it makes no difference. If you don't want to save no money, that's on you. If you don't want to go in and do something for your life, that's your problem. I know what I'm doing. I know what the students that's already in coding phase is doing. You got to ask yourself what you doing with your life. And that's just the facts, okay? We can't sugarcoat this. Again, you go to a boot camp, but boot camp is going to show you the work and say, hey, here's the work. Did you pick it up? No. Okay, cool. You still owe us $7,000, $10,000. Even if you didn't get a job, even if you didn't learn nothing, right? That's what they do, okay? And that's thousands of dollars, all right? Codingphase.com, we go in and we take care of every student as long as you do the work. If you don't do no work, don't expect no results. Nobody's going to have a magic stick to make you a developer. You have to do this work, okay? Remember, codingphase.com is like a gym, and literally, I'm the owner of the gym, and I'm your trainer. Okay. If you don't show up to the meetings that we supposed to have, you don't go in, work out in the gym, you're still going to be fat. That's just the facts. Nobody can go in. I'm not a doctor for Ozempic. You know what I'm saying? I can't give you an Ozempic prescription. You're going to have to work out. Okay. And then you're going to look at your body and say, damn, I'm diesel now. Same thing for as a developer. You're going to look around and be like, oh shit, I got really good skills. Oh shit, I'm getting job opportunities. Oh shit, the interest rate just went down. Oh shit, and there's more jobs. Guess what? You did the right thing. Those are the people that don't do anything. You're supposed to be where you at. You want to be there. Okay, that's just a fact, right? That's one thing that I learned over the years of doing coding phase is like, and that's one of the reasons why I'm doing so many changes. I'm tired of trying to convince you to do something good for your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to do that. You're supposed to want to do it, right? So at this point, you know what I mean? I know there's 100 to 200 students that every single year comes into coding phase, and literally just from advertisement, I don't got to do much. I go in and run advertisement, $20, $30 a day, and that brings in 100 to 200 students. They purchase the tech accelerator, it's $2,000, and then that's it. Those people want to do this. I don't have to convince them. You know what I'm saying? They want the help. I don't have to convince them. Hey, you should. Nah, we're done with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're done with that. 2026 is different, right? So take advantage now. You know, I do this for the people, but for the people that want to do it, okay? I'm not here to convince you. I paid almost $10,000 for a full stack training, rocked it, working full time. I like that it's limited, doesn't include too many at once. Greetings, currently from Europe and Germany. Yeah, congratulations on that. Yeah, it doesn't really happen like that for most people here in the U.S. You know, when you go in and you ask how many people have gone to a boot camp, one thing that you're gonna notice is that a lot of people that have gone to a boot camp, they haven't gotten results, right? Because I don't know how they do it in Germany. Here in the United States, this is like ITT Tech, Apex, right? Arizona Phoenix Online, whatever. It's like they come in and like they show you something, even if you don't know nothing, they'll still give you a diploma. They still give you a certificate, right? What they care about here is just getting paid, right? They don't really care about the students. They just want to get their money. Once you sign that paper and you sign into a bank and you pay them $10,000, $20,000, at the end of the day, they already got their money. They don't really care about anything else. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm glad that you're one of the lucky ones. Here in the U.S., they don't care. They do it differently here, bro. This is the land of opportunities and the land of scams. Okay? So, yes. Okay? Shout out to everybody in here. So, yeah, let's go in and start looking at what's in entry-level jobs.ai, new jobs, new opportunities. Let's see what's going on. Okay, digital email specialist, full-time. Okay, again, we're focusing on entry-level job opportunities. This is in Chicago area. If you're in the Chicago area, a good opportunity for you, right? Join our consumer CRM digital lab team. Okay. Also, too, this is a keyword. This is a little keyword, hack that I'm gonna give you guys. Okay, there's a bunch of jobs that are now using the titles of automation, email automation, CRM specialist. Okay, this is how they're changing. Before they used to have just HTML email developer. They will have email marketing specialist. Now it's switching to CRM specialist, automation specialist, right? Those are the keywords that you might have to go in and start paying attention to. There's email developer jobs, but with those titles, okay? Again, this is what we cover in codingphase.com. We're constantly doing research on the industry, seeing what's happening, what people are adding. We add what the companies is asking for, okay? So again, digital lab email specialist. Look over here. This is a automotive products consultants LLC. This is email marketing developer, $80,000 to $100,000, $120,000. So for those of you guys that have been saying, can you get an email developer job over $100,000? Yes, you can. Okay. Someone like Henry Garrido, who now is about to have a year. Shout out to him. Shout out to Henry. He's in here somewhere, right? He's at the point where now he has like a year of experience. Guess what? This is the type of roles that's coming to him now. Okay, this is what happens, right? What companies care about is you have an experience. Once you go in and you start getting over 100,000. Okay, but the jobs is there. Look, automotive product consultants. I mean, for someone like Henry, this is a perfect opportunity. He's already working with a company in the industry of cars and automotives. So this is where his next step will be. Okay, but he says, I'm here, papa. Yeah, so the opportunities is there. You got to learn how to play the game. Okay, web strategists. We're going to the ones that's popping up that's already recommended to us on the side to see what's being listed. Just before we move on to the next one, $35 to $62 an hour, not bad. Okay, web strategist. Okay, this is more like a content editor role. Okay, as you can see, SEO, HTML, right? Proficiency. Look, when you go in and you start seeing proficiency in HTML and CSS, that should be like a green flag where you go in and say, yo, finally, we got some good roles popping up. So like I said, proficiency, HTML, CSS, that should be like a no-brainer at that point. You're like, yeah, let's go for that one. Okay, especially for those of you guys that are struggling to find a role as a front-end developer. Guys, by learning a couple of extra skills and learning, the specific skills for specific jobs, you could get a role. Stop trying to just be this generalist developer. If like I just learned how to code, don't do that. I'm telling you guys right now, you're gonna basically catch an L on that one. Okay, you want to go and specialize in specific roles and specific technologies that companies need you to come in, hit the ground running. Look at this, right? SEO, optimize, ensure web properties are responsive, right? So this is basic stuff. This is in Scottsdale, Arizona. Dominique, if you're watching this, right? You're in the AZ area, Scottsdale, this one's for you, okay? Associate Director of Marketing, boom, boom, boom. This is a little bit more, once you start seeing, director, it might be a little bit more of experience, but at the same time, there's nothing stopping you of applying to the role because a lot of times companies come in and put titles that just don't make no sense for the role that they're looking for. Okay, let's look at this one. Email developer, More Digital LLC. Okay, this is a remote position, 75 to 85K. Not bad. All right. As an email developer responsible for successful production development email campaigns for our nonprofit clients. Is a member of the More Digital team. The email developer will take a lead role in executing email strategies, implementing the best practices, etc. Right? All the stuff that comes with HTML emails. More Media and Digital division of More works to build donor surround sound with video, audio, other digital things. CCTV, boom, boom. So DRTV is it's a media company. Okay. Utilize email platforms such as Salesforce, Marketo, Luminate Online, Salsa. Hey, hit the salsa, right? I don't know. I never heard of salsa, but these are things that they're looking for, right? But once you learn one, if you know Klaviyo, if you've gone through coding phase, you know Klaviyo, they all do the same thing. Anybody that's working right now can tell you Salesforce, Marketing Cloud, Marketo, all of them, they pretty much do the same thing as Klaviyo. It's just new menus. Okay, this is why it's so important to understand the fundamentals, so you could just look at the documentation and you could pick up anything that that you go in and have. Okay, let me see in here. Reading through here, and Bot says, to be fair, I have some previous experience here. Is a certificate certified by official authorities like Turner training and involved in placement process. Employers apply for employees. So in reverse, I'm confused about that. What that comment is about? But maybe it's the one of you being a boot camp graduate, right? And you found a job. So you're saying that you were able to find the job because you already have some type of experience and had some background. That happens all the time, right? When people go to boot camps, a lot of times when you go to a boot camp, what you'll notice is there's like, let's say there's 30 students, right? Out of those 30 students, there's like 4 or 5 of them that are like rock stars, right? And probably another 2 who already have a good background, either industries or skills that they have that's transferable skills into development. So when they go into the boot camp is just the icing on the cake. And those people always get jobs and always get into opportunities. But what happens to the rest of the 23 other people, right, that go to the boot camp, right? So we can't go in and place everything on that one guy that got a job. We got to go in and really look at the majority, right? So if the majority can't get a job, then that's the red flag that you got to go in and pay attention. Let me see. Excuse me. I'm a computer science student nearing grad, and I want a job as a product designer, UI, UX dev, but need a remote position as I've in South Africa and need experience. Okay. Yeah, you just got to go in and start looking at the roles that's out here and, look all over the place, right? Don't just focus. I focus a lot on the United States, but for you might want to go in and start looking into Europe, start looking into Latin America, start looking into Asia. There's opportunities all over the world, right? Maybe they don't pay as much as here in the U.S., but guess what? You're working remotely from South Africa. At the end of the day, you can make some money from over there. If Indians make money, there's nothing stopping you. Always remember that, okay? You know what I mean? Shout out to the Indians. If the Indians can get a job from the middle of nowhere, right? And they, prepare themselves and become qualified for roles all over the world, okay? They're like the majority of people in tech, okay? So if they could get a job, right, with shoddy internet, a bunch of different situations with government, a bunch of financial situations that they go through and hardships that they go through, you got to use that as a South African. You got to look at that and say, if the Indians could do it, what's stopping me? Right? Sometimes in India, some people don't even have perfect English and they still get a role, right? You are pretty much, you're in Africa, but most of you guys speak perfect English, right? Communication is great. Communication is key. So you have a lot of advantages, right? In some countries, they might want to go in and say, I'd rather have somebody that's from South Africa, right? So if you are in that position, you got to start thinking, well, if they could do it, what's stopping me? Nothing, right? So you could definitely get a job from South Africa, bro. Okay, if that's what you want to do, you want to get into UI dev, right? Which is like front end development. You could definitely do it, but you got to learn skills that's going to help you land that position. It's not just, I'm going to learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React. No, learn the things that's going to make you an attractive candidate. Learn Drupal, learn Shopify, learn WordPress, learn BigCommerce, okay? Focus on platforms, focus on ecosystems. This is one of the things that's really big for Indians in India is that they go in and they really focus on specific niches. There's guys that just do WordPress. There's guys that just do Shopify. There's guys that just do Java. There's guys that do only .NET, right? And they find opportunities here in the United States. So you have to look at where most people here, like if you're seeing, like let's say you follow, I don't know, 10, 20 YouTubers, and they're all from here, from the United States, and they're all pushing, learn React, learn Next.js, learn this and that. That's a red flag for you to say, I don't live in the United States. I got to go the other way. Let me focus maybe on Vue. Let me focus on .NET. Let me focus on PHP. Because In America, they're only focusing on Python and Next.js and well React, right? React and the whole Node.js ecosystem. That's what most people's learning. So that leaves a big gap for you in the market that you could fill in. There's not that many people learning .NET. There's not that many people learning PHP. So that gives you the opportunity to go in and be like, hey man, I don't have that many people over there that know this skill. I know it. I'm here in South Africa. Hello. You know what I'm saying? So now you take that job because people didn't want to take it here. Great. That's a job that you could take. And instead of them paying, $80,000, $90,000 to a guy to live here in San Francisco in a condo, they'll pay you $60,000 and $70,000. It's $20,000, $30,000 less. But for you in your country, they're giving you the golden hookah. You walking around, you know what I mean? You're in South Africa, they'll kill a tiger for that. You know what I'm saying? They'll bring you the head of the tiger because you earning some good money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? You might go into, I don't know, you might go into a village or a city and be like, yo, they might name a name after you, the city. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're the big boss in the town. You know what I'm saying? Always remember, don't compare yourself to the income that's over here. Somebody makes 120, 140. Think about how you live in your country and how you will live with getting, 60, 80. You know what I'm saying? If you could get that in your country, you know you're good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, shit, you go back to the village somewhere and you're like, yo, we got, he's the new chief. You're earning 80,000 in South Africa. You go back to a village or something, like, yo, he's the new chief. He's the new chief. Give him some bread. You know what I mean? Again, guys, this is old jokes. I have to make jokes. I have to crack things, just to have fun. And you know what I mean? It's like me. I'm from Dominican Republic. Originally a third world country. Now it's becoming a second world country. You know what I mean? But I'm from third world country myself, so I know all this stuff. I know coming from the bottom. I know living in freaking houses of a sing, right? Metal sing. I know what it is to live in a house with like wood on the freaking walls. You know what I'm saying? A wooden house. I lived through it. I know what it is to live in a place where there is no floor. It's dirt. Okay, so if anyone can joke around about a village, when I'm from a village, shit, it's me. Okay. All right. I know if I go to DR, they got to build me a fucking statue right next to Columbus, Christopher Columbus. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody in here. Look at this. Apple's hiring email developer. I might go for this, bro. I might go in and be like, hey, guys, what's the name of the city of Cupertino? Yeah, Cupertino, California. Guys, I'm in Cupertino. I'm working with Apple right now. There's so many roles. This shit. I think there's no better time than now to become an email developer, content editor. I'm telling you because I'm seeing the market. Okay? I'm seeing the market. The value that's being placed on content editors and email developers, it's crazy. And this is simple, simple positions. You don't have to kill yourself learning these skills. You could learn it in a month, 2 months. You get what I'm saying? Okay? Opportunities is there. All right? So like I said, marketing operations email specialist. Again, it's an email developer role. Okay, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, right? Salesforce, Zeta, Braze, right? So all of this stuff, there's not going to be a guy that knows all of these. Okay, that's just a fact. There's not going to be a guy that knows all of these. They're going to know one or two. Okay, so for those of you guys that already email developers, and look, you got Apple, bro. This is the moment where, shit, Henry, if you ain't here still, this is one of those companies that just apply. See what happens. You might just be the one and be like, yo, we got relocation for you. We got, $150,000 for you, right? We got $50,000 bonus, right? Even though the company you're at is pretty cool, but shit, you could be working at Apple next. Okay, you did a year bid on that company already. This is when you go in and you level up. Daniel Belfield. Okay, you're another one. Email developer. You have like 2-3 years of experience already under your belt. This is one of those roles. This is the moment where we got to step it up. Don't get comfortable in the company you're in. Apply. There's nothing stopping you. Okay, so again, always remember this. Any company that goes in and offers over $100,000, they're going to want at least a year of experience working at another company. Now, the roles where you might see where they're paying $50,000 to $80,000, okay, this is where the entry position is. But I still consider a lot of these jobs entry level positions for a lot of you guys, because anything that you could get with a year, well, zero experience to a year to 2 years of experience, those are still entry level positions. Okay, remember, you're not a mid-level developer or junior, you're not a mid-level developer or senior level developer until 3 years and beyond. Okay, so you're still in a junior stage. So if you are able to go in, jump ship, and get a good role, okay, look at this one, Flow Music One, $25 to $40 an hour, web content administrator. Okay, this is in Atlanta, Georgia. For those of you guys that's in Atlanta, good role, good opportunity in here. Pay attention. All right. Okay. WordPress website specialist. Look at this one. Okay. 37 to 57K. This is in Ohio. This is like super entry level position. But again, you could do something like this remotely. You don't have to go in and pay for transportation, pay for this and that, right? So might be a good opportunity for some of you guys that want to get your first job. Always remember, your first job is just for you to get your feet wet. Okay, just put the tip in. You know what I'm saying? Put the tip of your toe in. Okay, we got to clarify that. Hey, yo. Right? So, again, what I'm saying with this is, that's what you want. Your first job, you want to come in and you want to be able to get something simple that allows you to start bringing in some income and at the same time allow you to grow from there. Okay? This is another web developer role. Okay. Client website support maintenance, content management. Okay. This is pretty much like a content editor position. Okay. They're calling it web developer, but again, we listed it as a content editor role because of the description of the job, what exactly you're going to be doing. Look at this. Implementing basic content changes, including text, image updates, page creation based on client needs. This is simple stuff. This is the stuff that you learn in the beginning. Translate designs, mockups from Figma into functional web pages using HTML, CSS, basic JavaScript. Update site content and design based on internal QA and client feedback. Okay, so again, this is my crew, my cloud crew. Pretty straightforward position. Okay, we have some software developer roles in here. Let's take a look at this one. This is the stuff that's been listed today, 80 to 120. Okay, look, for those of you guys that are on a visa, over here, they have visa sponsorship available. So a lot of companies don't want to do that. That's the first thing that they ask for. But guess what? They're looking for that for a software developer. Okay. Again, look at this. 2 years of experience. This, when you see that, anything below 5 years, it's entry level position, because sometimes that's how you filter people. You go in and say, hey, 1, 2 years. That means like, hey, you got some experience. You know what you're doing. You say, hey, I want somebody with 5 years, 7 years. I need somebody to be a go-to guy. Always remember that there's certain keywords, certain things that you got to see on the job description that tell you, is this an opportunity that I could get to and I could get the position or not? Okay. Always keep that in mind. All right. So yes, guys, there's a lot of roles. E-commerce specialist, grip clean. Okay, grip clean, load up, internet's acting up. Okay, let's see what else we have in here. Junior web coordinator, this is what we add. Damn, my internet's acting up like crazy. Okay, so this one already expired, it's already done. Let me see. Reading through here. Okay, junior web coordinator, 50 to 65K. This is in Nevada. Okay. Look at this. As a junior web coordinator, if you're in that Nevada area, okay, look at this. This is simple, man. Junior web coordinator role, okay. Keep update product listing, prices, images, categories, multiple Shopify stores. Your job is literally to manage Shopify stores. You're not even building anything from scratch. You're keeping it simple, okay. We're looking at entry level positions, okay. Entry level positions. And yeah, so there's a lot of roles out here, guys. Now, let me answer Brand Stark. Shout out to Brand Stark. Shout out to my guy. Says, hopefully AI won't take over these jobs. Look, man, I don't believe that they're going to take over the jobs. What I do believe is that if you thought that it was hard to get a position in 2024, 2025, right? Because the amount of things that you had to learn, expect more things that you got to learn next year. That's it. Now it's going to be with AI tools. For example, I'm starting to see this in some email developer roles, right? They'll go in and say, hey, do you know Canva? Right? You don't know Canva? Okay, cool. You just got left out. Hey, do you know Adobe Creative Suite? I mean, that's always been there, but now they're asking for that more. Hey, do you know how to use Figma? Oh, you don't know that? Okay, cool. You just got left out. Hey, you don't know how to use ChatGPT to brainstorm strategies for the email campaigns or to come up with headlines or A/B test different subject lines so you could get better open rates. Oh, you don't know how to do that? Oh, yeah, yeah, you got left back. You know what I'm saying? So every year, new things get added to every role. And the reason that is because these new tools make our lives easier. For example, there was a point where you will get paid just to be an HTML email developer, meaning that you would just go in and build emails all day. That's it. Guess what? There's tools that you can use that what used to take you 8 hours, you could do in an hour. So what am I going to pay you to stand around like a tintin and be like, well, I'm done for the day. I built my one email. No. What they're going to do is say, we got to pay this guy for the hours that we have him here. And we got to use him for as many things as possible, right? So they'll go in and say, okay, yes, you could build the emails. Okay, great. You knock all of that, all of that out in 2-3 hours. Okay, great. Now this is what I want you to do. Start setting up the automations. That takes you an hour, 2 hours. Okay, cool. Now what else do you need to do? Okay, can you work on this landing pages? Okay, cool. Now we just gave you a full days of work. The following day, there might be a campaign. There might not be a campaign. Hey, could you go in and create a report on the last email campaigns that we did? Oh, you don't know how to do that? Well, guess what? Now learn it. Okay. You don't know how to use ChatGPT so you could optimize and learn these skills as quickly as possible. Yeah, now we're doing a report that you can't keep up. There's another guy that knows how to keep up with this, that knows how to go in and do this work. And as new tools and new things come into the game, he's spending time on his weekend, maybe once a week, to look over of the new things that's popping up. You know what I'm saying? That's how the game is. This is why when you see like front-end development, it's so complex now, and there's so many different tools, so many moving parts. That's how the game is. As these tools come in and save us time, companies don't go in and say, well, man, he could do his job in 1 hour now. Man, let him chill. He's such a good employee. No, you're on salary. Okay, you're not getting paid project based. You're on salary. Companies don't want you to chill. Companies want to go in and say, we need to squeeze as much work out of this individual for this amount of time. Okay. So by you doing that, then now, they could get the most out of you. You know what I mean? Some people might say, well, some people got laid off, this and that, because of AI. It's not AI that's laying people off. It's how the economy was, the interest rates, right? And also, too, you have to make a company profitable. What's the best way to make a company profitable? You start cutting up the fat. There's people that got hired in the pandemic that were extra hands. For example, if I have a project that's going to take me 6 months to do with 10 people, let me go and hire 25 more people so we could knock that out in the next 2 months. Do you understand that? But if we have AI and AI can help us out with these projects, I can go in and say, you know what? Who are the top 10, 15, 20 guys that are the most productive in the team and have always, giving us the best results? Now with AI, we could give them the super serum, right? And make them a super developer. It's going to cost us some money to pay for the AI tools, but it's better than having to have somebody full time as an extra hand, right? So now those companies is going in and saying, okay, let's keep the most productive individuals, right? Cut out the fat, the things that we don't need. So 15 of those extra guys that we hire 25 more, right? So we let go of 15 of them. And then now the next ones that we going hire are people that are already coming in with these new AI tools and new AI skills. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't need somebody there. You just don't throw more employees at the problem. What you do is you go in and you hire more employees that are more efficient. A guy that counts for 4 and 5. I know it sounds crazy, but you can definitely do it. How can you do that? Very simple, by understanding everything about the platforms, understanding how the business works, understanding the roles that you have, and then keeping up with the new tools that's coming in. That makes you a rock star in the team. Because the next guy that don't keep up, he got a million things that he wants to do. He want to get drunk in the weekends. He wants to hang out. He's not doing what he needs to do. He's been chilling. He learned ASP.NET 8 or some shit like that in 2009. He never kept up with what's happening with JavaScript. He never kept up with what's happening with AI. He thinks he's a genius. And guess what? Most of the skills that he has are click-clack skills, right? He don't have no creativity. He hasn't, you get what I'm saying? He hasn't invested into himself of how the business works. He's what people will call a code monkey. The code monkeys are getting laid off. The code monkeys is getting let go. You're not bringing enough value to the company. And then now when you go into the job market, now you got to start from scratch. Now you got to learn all of these skills. Now you got to learn all of these things that companies are asking for because you never kept up with it. For you guys that are new developers, you might have more opportunities than a guy that has 5 years, 10 years in the game. And you might say, why is that? We're going through a change the same way how it happened in 2015, 2016, where it was the industry was changing into components, front end components, Webpack, Gulp, Grunt, all of those things, all of those tools that were popping up. There were guys that were working since 2008, 2009. And when they got let go, they couldn't keep up. So when you showed up to the job market, you had all the skills that the job market wanted, right? Now, this guy might have 5, 10 years, but now we got to train them on all these extra tools. You're coming in fresh and you have enough knowledge about the industry and you have knowledge of the new tools. Guess what? Companies is going to choose. We're going to choose the guys that's going to give us more, be more productive. Okay? This is the facts. Okay? Again, this is what I do, guys. Anybody watching me, subscribe to the channel. This is your first time here. This is what I get paid for. I get paid for to keep track of what's happening in the industry. What are the things that helps you get into the game, get you a job in the industry? What skills you need to learn, right? This is what I focus on, okay? This is what I made my career on. This is why when I go to interviews, I just had an interview yesterday on Sunday. I went in, applied to a role. There's a pretty cool company here in Sarasota, Florida. Pretty big. They're blowing up. They're huge in social media. And I went in and I applied one day, right? The same day that I applied, it was Saturday night around 9 p.m. The owner came in, looked at my portfolio, looked at my resume, looked at the things that I know, said, hey, can we do an interview tomorrow? I said, hey, I got to go to church earlier in the day. I have have some time open for 1 p.m., 2 p.m. We came in with the 1:45 to 2:15, right? Everything went great. Everything went amazing. I'll probably get the role. You know what I'm saying? I'm almost sure that I'm going to get the role because I'm qualified for the role. But what I'm saying with this is I not only, know how to help people and teach them, but this is what I do. And that's the beauty about, I'm grateful for Coding Phase. Because maybe if I didn't have Coding Phase, I wouldn't have kept up with everything that's happening in the industry. I would have just been a regular developer working at a company. And when they pulled the rug on me, I would have been in the air like, oh my God, I got to learn so much shit. I already learned it. I teach it. You know what I'm saying? When I hop on these interviews and they're like, hey, do you know Klaviyo? Shit, I know it. I use it for my own company. I teach it. You know what I'm saying? When people come in and say, do you know about HTML emails and all of the marketing tools? Guess what? I do it for my company. I've done it for other clients. I've done it for other companies I work for, and I teach it. So if you wanted an expert, somebody that could hit the ground running, I'm that guy. Okay. So what I'm saying with that is like you have to keep up with what's happening in the industry. You can't put in your head on the ground and be like, wish for the best. You have to be that guy and have that energy. I mean, if you go in and you look at me and you look at the work that I have and what I've done over the years and how many people I've trained, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a no-brainer at this point. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying that to you guys is you need to be just like me. Make sure you pay attention what's happening to the industry. Okay? Use your brain. Don't let the people with negativity, the people that's in negativity, misery loves company. This is people that still, they haven't figured out what's happening. They don't know how to get a job. They don't know their portfolio is garbage. They don't know that they've been wasting time watching YouTube tutorials. You guys came to the right place. Okay? Most people don't have that. They're still looking at what new framework came out. Okay. So anyways, guys, listen, I'm about to get out of here. Take advantage of what's on the link below. 50% off on codingphase.com. Take advantage. It's a limited time only. We have today is, I'll give you the day right now. Today is the 18th. You got maybe 12 days left. Take advantage. It's 50% off. Again, you can look at the stories here. This is real students, not paid actors. You see them in the chat. You see them everywhere. Take advantage of what we have. Everything is there laid out for you guys. Okay. So again, you could go through it. Look at what we're doing. There's a reason we've been in business for 8 years. We're about to go on 9 years in 2026. And in 2027, we're 10 years into this thing. Okay, there's a reason we got that plaque. There's a reason we got the other plaque that's over here. There's a reason we've been one of the top selling products of web development and training and educational field. There's a reason why. Okay, we can't fake this shit. Okay, when you come in, you hear me talk about these things. I could talk for 2-3 hours about all of these things, the things that you got to do in the industry. That tells you already the knowledge that I have of this industry and what you have to do. Okay, so shout out to everybody in here. Renee, thank you for coming through. You came in a little bit late, but shout out to you, my guy. We out of here. I got to do a couple of things. We're in the process of selling this house, so let's get the hell out of here. All right, guys, check out the links below. 50% off. I'll see you guys later. Peace.